whatever the experience you claim is genuine or not genuine also, they give you the chances. Every company knows that. It is only difference of degree that some people may put more fake experience. Some people will say uh, very small fake experience to have an entry level. Then they get the real time experience. Then they succeed in the career. That's what it is. Yeah. About Niveda. Niveda, are you there? Chandrika, you are from Hyderabad. You are there. You are stationed in Hyderabad.
Yes, sir, I'm staying at Hyderabad.
Okay. Okay. Oh, because you said you're working in high tech city, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Ravichandra, can you tell me something about you? Yeah,
Ye-
Mr. Ravichandra.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Hello.
please tell me, Ravichandra Anumalla.
Yeah, myself Anumala Ravichandra, sir. I have 2 years experience in finance.
To
So
his
I have
experience in
worked in
finance, no, finance field
finance
or
executive.
okay, okay. When did you complete your PG or MBA?
It is in Corona time, sir. I joined it in around 2018 and 2020 it got completed. But the
Okay,
exams were scheduled in 2021. So, but the degree given to me is only during 2020 they mentioned like that. So
2020 they have mentioned.
yeah, now unable to, while searching a job, it is difficult. If
Okay,
they give like that, okay.
that's okay because anyway, whatever you got the certificate, you cannot change it, right? So you need to go with that one. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
because there are experience because you have got a gap also, you can also learn it subject, master the subject thoroughly. Then you can also get some, I don't say fake experience, some experience letter some from somebody like that. You can put it and get the jobs. Only thing
Okay.
is what the matter is that how far you know the subject. That's what the companies do it. So they may
Okay.
negotiate with the salary. If they find out that your experience is not genuine, you don't have much experience in their view, they may negotiate with the salary. That is fine to have a start. Instead of being in the pure accounts line, it's always better to be in the applications line. It's always so you'll be termed as an IT consultant. So then you will also get growth opportunities will be more here. Yeah, of course you must have inquired in the market also, and also you will talk to your friends who are already done. So you can take their suggestion as well. Niveda, are you there, please? Let them call. She is not responding. If they are not coming, then I'll start this demo for you.
Hello.
Yeah. Niveda, good morning.
Sir. Sorry, my name is Bharti. My daughter's name is Niveda.
Okay, okay. Your name is Bharati.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Tell me, madam.
Uh,
What is her qualification?
uh,
She's
my
not joining
qualification is
demo.
no. She is in mother-in-law's house. My number is
Okay,
connected with this.
okay,
Okay, I'm also a working woman. I'm working as a accountant.
fine.
My background is finance.
Okay.
Um,
No, what is her educational qualification? Who is trying to undergo the course? Are you undergoing the course or she is undergoing the course?
she is undergoing the course, sir.
She is another, no problem. Yes.
Mm.
Nothing wrong even if you undergo the course because I too started this career at the age of 45. So there is no age
Okay.
bar for it. Anytime you can entry into this. Well,
Okay.
yeah, tell me. What is her interest and what are her qualifications?
My qualification is MBA in distance I done.
Okay,
Become my
Niveda.
background.
Okay, okay. Nivedas.
Now
She
I'm
has done
working
that.
more than she's also MBA only finance.
Okay, because you brought her into your own line.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm working last 15 years as accountant.
you are working.
Yeah.
And she, Niveda is working.
She's also working. Presently, she is working in bank, HDFC Bank.
Okay, okay, fine.
Oh,
Now she wants to switch over career to right.
yeah.
Yeah, because she has got MBA finance. This is the right course. I
No,
don't say
no,
this is
she's
the.
also MBA finance only.
That's what I'm telling. Because she is MBA finance, so this is
Yeah.
the right course for her. She can learn the course very easily. It will not be any difficulty for her to understand the terminology. She must have undergone those terminologies while studying itself. So it is an added
Yeah.
advantage. Added advantage. Not necessary that everybody should be a BCom graduate or a MCom or MBA finance, some CA, something like that. They don't need to be necessarily. If they have passion, even IT engineering graduates, they can learn it very well. So
Okay.
my son is an IT computers boy. So I brought him to this Oracle line because I have passion for this. After doing that, I didn't send him for MS. So I asked him to join my own company, and I gave him the supply this one HCM stream, not finance stream, because I am already there in the financial line. I wanted him to be in the HCM. So he has
Okay.
implemented 2 3 projects. He joined my company in 2009 after completing engineering IT. Now he is familiar with the ITI HCM modules, human capital management modules. He has done the implementations, 3 implementations in one is Ghana, one Nigeria, one in Kenya, my own projects. Then he went to US on H1B visa. For last 16 years he has been into Oracle only, Oracle ERP.
Oh,
So like that, even IT consultants have become, even the financial consultants also they have become. Here, we don't need to be worried about the finance means we have to create accounting entries, we need to finalize certain things like that. All that is not necessary. We make setups. When we make the setups, it automatically create accounting entries for the events automatically. It picks up values. Our job is to understand the business process of the customer and then make the setup in the system. Software comes as a blank software with seeded values. So, according to the client's interest, there will be multiple options for anything that you do. So, which option the client wants, that only you'll have to make setup. You will set up. I will make you understand to make how to enable that. If you do not enable it, what will happen? Those setup steps also we take care of. As a raw candidate, you will be able to implement the application on your own. But your ability is there to assess the needs of the customer because you are a business analyst. You are going to become a financial consultant, financial applications consultant. So you must be capable of understanding the requirements of the customer and what are the functionalities available in the application. So you need to tell him you need 10 items, 1, 2, 3, 4 you're asking. But our software has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 only. The three are not there in the software. So what is the workaround for it? How best I can accommodate your needs? Or you will have to change your own business process. This you are doing additional step. This is not necessary. System is built up in the Oracle is built up in a standard way. So now you can continue with the Oracle standard process. Convince him. If he insists on that, there is need for us to uh, customize also. But there is only limitations are there for the customizations. So that we'll talk about it. Why, what type of models, what customizations we can make, all these things we'll discuss at length. Now, let us start that, give the demo for you, this, explain you through that. You may be working, most of you may be working in the normal field of the accounting, but we are coming to the applications part of it. Accounting, software applications, we are trying to learn here. So that's what here. Now we are learning here Oracle ERP. This is an enterprise resources planning. The basic primary thing is that we need to classify them the ERPs, software applications and ERP applications. Oracle ERP. That is means enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning. This is the application we are trying to learn. Oracle also. Not only Oracle, there are other companies also who are competing with them, like SAP, Microsoft Dynamics, everything are there. So water. So now this is Oracle ERP complication. See, what is an ERP? First of all, we'll see that. What is an ERP? This is an enterprise resource plan. And what does it do? What does it do for the clients? So ERP is an enterprise resource plan. Is an software, is a software application. Is a, right? So this is used to plan the resources of a large business organization to maximize the profits. That's what we have to understand. This enterprise resource planning is used by the customers to maximize the profits. Planning is to be done. And when you do the planning, then only you will have the control. You will be able to control the business. You will have to have the vision. You will have to have the overall figure should be able to come to you. Manage MIS, management information systems must be good for you. You must have at a glance, you must be able to assess the performance of the entire organizations. So like that, the ERP came into existence. People may ask a question, why? Before ERP came into existence, were they not able to manage their organizations? Yes, they were able to manage. The internet era came, the software came into the existence, computerization came into existence. When initially they went for the computerization, computerization is different from the ERP. When the automation came, computerization was introduced for automating the process like that. Have the data, access the data, everything. This is what called computerization came into existence. When India went to the computerization, other countries also when it went to the computerization, there we have the multiplicity of automation of island. Computerization was introduced for automating the business related activities that it was there for automation. Computerization was nothing but it was introduced for the automation of the industries like that. See, you automated this one, but there was no centralized server like that. You had different applications. The purchasing, they have used one application. For the payments, they have used one application. So like that, different applications were catering into the needs of the customer. Different applications. They used to do multiplicity of the applications. Suppose an organization, every organization will have some needs, right? From the operations. Everyone have the operations you will have there. So for their operations to automate their process, initially the people were using only the automation, but they were buying the applications. Though those applications were limited to certain activity, one activity or the other only they used to have it. So now because of this, it was automated, but it was an automation of islands. Information was not there. Integrated information was not there. So now it is for this. They used to have the purchasing, and they learn to payments. Application was there. Same way they get the orders booking, orders entry, orders entry. They used to have sales orders and also receivables. So like this, they used to get all this information into the automation of island. It was there automatically. They were creating the purchase orders in the system. Computerization was done. So you enter a purchase order, you can print it and you can send it. You record all the information connected to the purchasing. So now this is not integration of this one. There is no integration. Here only this called automation of island zone. It was working. Information was sitting in islands. Information was sitting in islands. Then we were not able to get an integrated information, the total picture of that. So how many purchases are I paid, I raised, how much payments I made, what is the amount due to him. That you were not able to understand it there. For that purpose, you'll have to select a report from this purchasing. You'll have to go to the purchasing module, select the report of a particular vendor, how many purchase orders I have paid him, uh, I raised on him, and afterwards how much he has supplied it, and how many payments we made. We need to compile because the information was sitting in different locations. Compiling and also getting the ready information on any activity was difficult for that. It was not in information was not integrated, and it was difficult to get overall picture. Overall picture immediately from one source, single source, you are not able to get any information of that. Pieces of information only you will get. You have to manually compile all these things. So compiling all these activities manually, it was difficult. So like that, ERP came into existence. So now this is islands of automation. It was brought into together. Now the people have brought into the ERP applications came into existence. Came to reduce the duplication of effort. Information was available, information connected to information related to all the areas of operation can be stored in one single server and get the comprehensive reports. So we can get the comprehensive report because they're sitting in the one single server. So that's the reason why we can get the comprehensive information from one single source like that. Now here in this case, what it will be there, suppose you have got final financial statements you have to prepare, balance sheets you need to prepare. Every information will be sitting in the general ledger only. Central repository of the accounting information will be there with the general ledger. Shapes. Now here you will create one central server will be there. In the same server, all the applications will be there. Now it is the single server. In the same server, you will have the activities called general ledger is connected to that. Then you will have the account purchasing will be there, accounts payable information also will sit into that. So now here inventory application will be there. You get the material, and also you will have the sales applications. Then you will have to cover the receivables. Then you may have the fixed assets, say account receivables. Then you may have the project accounting projects. So like this, so many activity will be going on there. So every information, every activity in the same software. This is a ERP software, ERP server here, ERP application. So in the ERP application, every activity can be recorded. ERP server, every activity can be created into this ERP server. So every information when it is there, planning becomes easy for you. So all the general ledger also will sit in the same place. So now purchasing activities also recorded here. So duplication of effort is not required. Suppose you want to purchase, where from we purchase? We purchase the material from the vendors. And to whom we have to make the payment to the same vendor, right? You purchased from him, and we have to make to him the payment for the goods purchased from him. So the information about that, I don't need to enter duplication of information, right? suppliers, when we create a supplier, the same supplier's information will be available for us to, for the purchasing, it will be there. And for the payments also, we can select the same supplier because it is integrated. Purchasing and accounts payable are integrated. Now both information will sit here. So it will be easy for you to get the information. So how many purchases are raised and how much amounts are paid and what is the due for him. You can get in one single report, you can get it. Whereas in the previous case, we have to get the reports, multiple reports we need to generate for getting one information. With one report, you cannot get multiple informations, then you will get only one information from that. But whereas information is sitting in one single place, one single centralized server, now it will be easier for you to get the sales. And also how much I purchased, how much I sold, sales, right? How much is my stock, inventory is available. That also you can get immediately here for you to promise for the customers to sell the remaining products. When you create a sales order, you will have to promise him a date, that date, on which date you will be delivering the material. That you cannot assess it unless you have got the integrated information. You cannot promise him immediately. Now in the ERP, what it will have? You will just go to the sales order. When you enter a sales order for an item, system will show what is available quantity, right? And also it will get the what is available to promise. Also it will get you. It will tell you what is your as on quantity and what are the expected productions values and minus what all you have already promised. So for him to promise today how much quantity is available by end of the due date that you fix it in, dynamically system will calculate it, all these informations. Because it is every information is sitting in the same ERP server here. The source of is information one. When the source of information is one, you will get the information very well. Based on this, you can have the planning also. As I said, ERP planning, we need to do the planning also, right? So this is how the ERP. In contrast to the automation, the ERP introduction into the industry has helped the industries to have the right information in the right time. So what are the resources and how you are going to plan it here? Any enterprise will have to have certain resources. What do you mean by that? What is a resource? How many types of resources are, or we call them? What is a resource? Can you explain, you three, or with accounting background and also with industrial experience? What are the resources that any organization may need to have? Yeah, I'm not testing your knowledge. Just I'm asking you to participate into the demo. That's what. 4 M's are there. We can call them as, first we need to have money, right? Money means capital. Then material, management, money, material, and also machinery and men also. We need to have the men also. These are the 4 resources that we need to manage efficiently so that our cost of production will be can be minimized, and also we can maximize our profits. Money is nothing but a capital, and material is that items are stock. Items are stock. So if you are the goods service manufacturing industry, goods manufacturing industry, you need to have the items and also you need to have stock them also, right? Levels, some levels you need to maintain at any point of time in order not to have the production halts. Then machinery, every organization have to have machinery. Machinery in the sense not only the manufacturing machinery, everything that come into that. Any motor car also can be there, air conditioners can be there, or anything. Chilling plants can be there, lathing machines can be there. Depending upon the nature of business you need to do, you need to have some machines, right? How many we need to have optimally to utilize it to reduce the cost and also to get the benefits. How many, how much of machinery we need to have by it. So that also we need to optimize it. Then many, then men are always necessary. Only machines cannot work. Machines are only tools, and men have to work with their intelligence, with their planning, everything. So this is the material. This is taken care of the human resources. So if you are starting information of this, everything is available here. Even HCM also information here. Human resource management. So human resource also is there in the same system here. So you will know at any point of time how many employees you have it, how many employees you have, and also uh, how much it is costing you, right? So every information will come into the system also. So now to optimally, that's why these companies nowadays you see layoffs, they recruit people. This is a continuous process. If they feel that they do not have the projects, they don't have any work, so then they will try to minimize the employees to cut down the costs. They are able to do it because they know very well what is the project's level, how many projects are coming, how many employees are needed, how many employees you already have in the system. All these things are available in the same, so they will be able to plan it. Even when you come to the material here, when you say material here, so if if yours is a manufacturing industry, you need to plan how much stock you need to maintain at any point of time in your organization. Maybe raw material, raw material. Suppose you are making tomato paste, ketchup you are making. So tomato is a seasonal fruit. That tomato, when to buy, where to store, and how much it will cost for you to have a chilled center, right? Because sometimes tomatoes come cheap as low as 5 rupees. Sometimes they go for 60 to 70 rupees. So that's what planning is required here. Same material, costs are being varied from time to time. So now what point you need to buy and where to store it and how to utilize it. Suppose you are getting full production in those season, you may have to run your factory for 3 shifts. So that you can take, you don't need to have even the chilling centers also. So afterwards you may have to use that chilling centers here. So those ones, cold storages, I mean. So in the cold storages, you can keep the tomato for 2 months, 3 months like that, then you can utilize it. So depending on the production planning also you can do based on the raw materials availability for you. And also at the same time, you need to have the employees. So if the employees are not there for you on a permanent basis to run the 3 shifts, then you'll have to plan for recruiting the contingent employees, temporary employees. Then you can manage it. For 3 shifts also you can manage. So these things are other planning. The planning is possible here because of the centralized information, what all is available for us here. And you can also plan further. How many people, non-season, how many employees I should have. If season is starting, how many people I need to take, what qualifications they need to have. So these are all the informations that you can plan for it. That's why we say all these resources can be properly planned by the system, ERP system, into this part of it. So that's why people are catching up this one. So now, what are the ERP applications? Or what are the available in the applications in the market? Depending upon that, some people call it Tally also as an ERP, but I don't think it is really an ERP platform, ERP application. It does not have but it is an application, no doubt. I'm not undermining their capabilities, not saying anything against that company, but only I'm telling that in its true sense, ERP, it cannot be used by a large business organization because they may have operations across the globe. Can Tally be connected to that? And concurrently, can it be used or not? That's what differentiates the packages from the ERP applications. You may have different small applications, but enterprise name itself says enterprise resource planning applications. So definitely the scope is higher than the normal application. Now, when we say ERP applications here, now SAP, I'm putting it first because it is doing volume wise, it is good, and also more than Oracle, their revenues are coming, and it is also older application. Then you have got the Oracle because they have got clientele base. All US clients, most of the people are going for Oracle only because it is older application. Then you have got Microsoft Dynamics. There are so many things like this. Then you have got Salesforce. Workday, employees connected ones. So each application is very good in the applications like this. So many applications are there. These are all the enterprise resource planning applications, mostly in competition. So now these are the ERP applications. Now in this ERP, so far we are talking about only ERP, but we did not talk about the Oracle Fusion Financial course. The course what we are trying to learn now here is the ERP course. That's why I explained what ERP is. Now here we are going to learn the application called Oracle ERP, Oracle Fusion Cloud ERP, or Oracle Cloud Fusion Financials applications. Main fatigue. See, Oracle Cloud Fusion Financials applications. So this is what we are trying to learn it. So in this Fusion Financial applications, why we are calling it as Fusion? So we need to understand that. What is Oracle? What is a cloud? What is the financials? What is the applications? So these things we'll briefly talk. Most of you must be knowing applications because you're already working in the companies. So you must be using definitely one application or the other to record your financial transactions. So Oracle was basically a database company. Yeah, it has started from the 1980s, since 1980s. Exact dates don't go by them, just for you to have the idea. I'm telling that. So database company here means they were developing on the database management. They had a structured query language, SQL, structured query language. PLC means programming, like C, C++ programming also. This program also can be done. You have got so many programming languages. PL they call it as SQL. That's programming language of the structured query language. With using SQL, how can you write a programming language? That is the one thing. So they have the database, Oracle database. It's a language. Database is a not code, it's a language. So database language also is there. This is the what they were doing into that. So later on, they have come out with the Oracle applications. Oracle financials applications are started as early as so many people have gone to America making use of this advantage of 1996 came into existence. Applications release 10 came into existence in late 90s, late 1990s. So their product was 10.6 was popular. It was only character based, not internet enabled. So if it is not internet enabled, the client in multiple locations cannot use that. It was also not truly an ERP application. The ones what they have done. That's why they did as Oracle Financials applications. Release them. It was the first application they stepped into the from database company to they have gone one step ahead with the financials as release 10 they have put into the market by using only Oracle Financials applications. It is not integrated. It is also like a standalone application up to financials part of it. Then they wanted to come into an ERP, real-time ERP. Oracle introduced release 11. 11i means internet-enabled applications. By bringing other applications also, applications like supply chain, HCM, human resources management, projects, planning, etc. into the applications fold. It is not only, it was only purely financials. Now it has come into 11i. Oracle release 11i. It has added a few applications. So now it became truly ERP application also it became. But it was internet enabled, but it was using only Oracle forms. It was internet enabled, but using Oracle forms and Oracle database. And they were using the Oracle database only for this purpose. Now, as in more and more people started using it, and also they wanted to have the internet compatibility must be there when using the forms. Forms means interfaces. So now they have switched out again to that. Introduced release 12. Release 12. That's called e-business suite. E-business suite. E-business suite. A combination of several applications, right, came into existence, was introduced release 12 in early 2000s. In early 2000s. So it was more compatible for the internet forms. They have introduced Java forms to be compatible with the internet applications, with the internet applications usage. So like this. Now it is still continuing. This one previous version is not available now in the market. They have closed support and everything. This e-business suite is now it started with release 12.0.1. Now it is available. Latest version is release 12.2.15. So it has gone through several modifications. It has gone through several modifications, upgradations, upgradations. So now it is one. Still is being used by so many clients. Still, this is used by several clients across globe, and Oracle is still supporting them, supporting the clients. They are still supporting the clients all over the world. It is up to now, they have said up to 2035, they promised. Oracle promised to extend support. It has gone through several modifications, and Oracle has promised to that. So Oracle still supporting, promised to support, promised to support them, supporting the clients till 2035. That means still next 10 years also they will support it because client base is strong. When they have got so many clients, they have to definitely support them. They can't ask them to go for the newer versions. Now they can, because of the cloud computing coming into existence. Now Oracle also introduced cloud applications. Oracle release 13 is a cloud-based application introduced in the market mid 2010s, around 2015. Now, this is a next version of them is called the release 13 is a cloud-based application. What we said is Oracle, we said Oracle is a company, database company. Now Oracle has started with a cloud basis company with the 25. What is the cloud basis? Why do we say what is the cloud? What is the difference between on-premise and cloud? See, up to re release 12, it was only on-premise model. Up to release 12, It was on-premise model. Here, on-premise model means the server, some features are there that they have to follow. The server client buys the server. So this is on-premise model. So this you have got the fusion application model. Oracle release 13 cloud fusion applications. So this up to release 12, the client is to buy the software. Client used to buy the software. They buy, they buy the servers, load the software, load the ERP software, maintain networks, network for the application, manage the application through DBA. Then database administrator. DBA means database administrator. So these all activities were carried on. They buy it perennially. They are the owners. They are the owners of the software. So they buy the software and also they have the servers. They have the network. They need to manage database servers. Everything they used to manage. So it was a huge task for them. Mid-sized companies they were not able to afford. They can't afford to have such kind of capital expenditure. So much of money they could not introduce into that. So now here, software is not sold by. Software is owned by Oracle. In this model, a cloud model, software is owned by the software company. They provide only network. They provide the server space, software, servers, network. They manage the software and servers. So database administration also. It's also taken care by them. So this is what on-premise model. This is a cloud-based application. On-premise means we have to have a server in our own premises. But whereas the cloud, we have got the servers. Servers cannot be kept on the clouds, right? It means that is lying somewhere. You are not able to see it. You will see only the virtual servers will be there to manage the servers. How they do it, that is a different topic. We are not connected about it. How the Gmail maintains their servers, nobody can say it, right? We don't need to do that. How they are maintaining, because you want to have the Gmail account. Once you go to the Google, right, create an account for yourself, you will get access. They will give you some minimum data. They will provide you 15 GB or something. Beyond that, your storage is there. Your photos or your files or documents occupying more space. Then they will charge you. Same way here, software company also. You're not buying the software. We have to subscribe. Client subscribes for the software and services. They both. All the services and software. How long you want to have? For 1 year, 2 years? And what are the areas you want to have? Right? How many kinds of services you want to take from Oracle? They will compute and they put into that. And in this model, we have got different three kinds of cloud computing is there. Three types. When you say cloud computing means what kind of services they can do it here. The companies, they provide it as SaaS model, software as a solution, as a service rather. We can say software as a service. So then we have got a PaaS model, platform as a service. Then you have got another model called IaaS. Depending upon our requirement, we can take any of these three models, we can go for it. This is the model they do it. This infrastructure as a service. So in this case, as I said, the software is owned by them, right? Software is owned by the cloud computing company, which is also a software development company. Right? They provide network also, database administration, server maintenance is taken care by them. One application is used by many people. One application is used by many clients, and so customizations are not allowed. Customizations are not allowed for that because one server, one software is being multiple. That means as it is, Oracle has certain standards. Only those standard features you will use it. So in that case, you will go for the SaaS type of model. Whereas it may be costly, cost-wise also it may be less for you. So then the other one we call it as a platform as a service means we get our own platform. We got our own platform. Software is the same application. Software is owned by the cloud company, is also a software development company. Same case. But only additional advantage here is got we get a separate platform. The client gets here a separate platform. Means a separate instance for himself. Client gets a separate platform. So he can make some customizations. So here in this case also, reports can be customized. Reports is a database. You're not making any changes. Reports can be customized. Because it is only data you're manipulating there in that case. In this model, because you have got a separate room, as assume that you're not staying sharing room with somebody else. You have got an independent room in your house. So in that case, your choices, your tastes can prevail there. If you want to have AC, you can have AC. If you want to switch off AC, you can switch off. Or if you want to have a fan, you want to have more light or dim light. Anything changes, you can customize your room for yourself. You are using alone. In this case, past case, the customer is using the software for himself alone. So that's why you can make some customizations. You can make some customization to the application, look and feel. Reports anyway, you can customize it. There is no problem. Even the previous case also there. So reports can be customized by them. Reports also can be customized from them. So IS model is, this one is infrastructure as a service. Here, the cloud computing company does not provide any software. Any software. The client can have it. Client can have his own software and he can make any number of customizations. Any number of kind of customizations because he is going to manage it. Because he is going to manage the applications. Database administrator also is his own. Software also is his own. So you can make any. Only the client cloud computing company provides only the server space, network, they provide it for you. It is for you to select any software to do any of the customizations like that. You can do this. These are the three models of the cloud computing is there. Now, then coming to the applications. Why do we call it as an application? We'll have the database. It will have the application, right? What is an application? Application is not just database alone, right? You must be using several applications, Android applications. WhatsApp is an application. So many things are there. So everything is an application only in terms of the liberty. As long as they have these criteria is fulfilled, so they are the applications only. So applications will have an interface. An application will have three things. One is you should have the database. You should have interfaces. Then you should have a report. It must produce some reports. If these three things are there for you, then we can call it as an application. Otherwise, you may have database. You can have database, purely database. If you have only database, language will be there. If you want to create database, means database is nothing but information, records, right? So records will sit in different forms in different databases. Oracle database means we can have the tables and columns, rows. Table will be there. In the table, you'll have the columns that are called attributes, and you will have the rows also. Other databases may have in different pattern of storing the information. But to store the information, you will have to write a code for the system to store. Every time you want to enter an employee, you will have to write a code and input the data into the system. Like that nowadays, because of the volumes we have, we will not be able to do the job one by one record. We cannot input. We can also to select the record. We cannot engage people to write codes and then get the information. So everything should be available readily. So that's why here we'll have the database, we'll have the interfaces, and we'll have the application, the reports also we need to have it. So first you will have the database here. The database, how you will store the data into it is by way of interfaces here. You will have an interface that's called form to input the data into the system. So in the form, you will have the fields connected to the database. So if you enter the employee name, employee roll number, department, all you want to enter. So now you can enter in this form here. Employee number will be there, EMP number. You will enter the EMP number. Then you will have the date of joining. Then you will have the location or department. Then you will have the location. Right? Or state something. So you can have the fields. All the fields, your form is already there available for you. When you click on the system, it will open the form. Against the employee number, you put the employee number. Date of joining, you put it. Department, you put. And put the data input into the system here. So you send the information to this automatically. You don't need to write a query, but you just need to have the form. This is already connected to this. The language is inside. Whenever you put it, system does the same, but you are not entering it. Code is already written. Predefined code will be there to the connecting the form to the servers here. Database. So this is the database for us. So in this database, so information will store here. From this again, you will have the report. Then you can have the report kind of thing whenever you want to have. So everybody, number one, number two, the employee number, you can have the report like that. You can generate a report from the database. So this is called actually the application. Application will be there here. No, in this report, you can ask them to develop employee number, department, location, date of joining, location, state. Like that, you can have the columns here. You can have the report can be had like this. So when you generate a report, it will give you the report, all the numbers. It will get into the. You will get all the employees' data. You will get in one report. You will get everything. Now here, employee number 101. You will get it. Department finance, right? Date of joining, 1st January 2020. So location, Hyderabad. State, Telangana. Information you will get from the data here. No, 110, right? It is working in the purchase department. Date of joining, 10th February 2021. Something like that. It is in Bangalore, right? It is Karnataka. So like this, you can get the report. You are entering the data in one fashion, but in whatever the fashion you want to have the report, you will be able to generate it. You can give parameters already coded, embedded. So whenever you select the criteria, suppose you get employees, I want so-and-so employee number. You enter the number and click button, you will get the report. So these are all called the applications here. So like this, we have got the input data, everything in the Oracle also. Oracle software is an integrated software. I said all the applications are there sitting in the one single server here. So now there are different product families here also. Oracle Financials, then Oracle Supply Chain, Oracle Human Resources, then Oracle Projects, so many other product families. Oracle Projects. These are all though they are in the one software, one application, we have got multiple of applications are available for us. Multiple applications are there. So they are also grouped together as financials. Okay, financials connected one. Here core modules what we'll have is the general ledger, then accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash management, then fixed assets. These are the applications that we will be learning, core modules. There are other connected also, but mainly we can learn them as ancillary ones. But one should know all these 5 modules, they should know, understand it better. In the Oracle supply chain also, there are several modules, but basic things are purchasing, inventory, and order management. And these human resources, core HR means employees data. Then you have HR self-service. Employees, they themselves can raise a request for leave. They themselves can ask certain things with the management, interact. That's called self-service modules. Then we have got Oracle payroll also. So these are the things available for that. In the projects, you have got several applications like project costing, project billing. These are all the applications we have got. But code, mainly we are learning this 100% here. All the applications right from the stage of setup till how you do the transactions, how will you get the information. So all the details will be taught to you, to the students here, 100%. General ledger, of course, because they are core financials applications. So when we go to the customer side, right, when we go to the join a job, they will expect you not only to know this one financials, something other than this, what are connected to, right? Oracle supply chain also is totally integrated with this. So these people also, the process starts here, ends here. The process starts here, ends here in the financial, because every transaction has to finally take the accounting shape, right? It has to take a financial impact will be there. Every transaction, finally, it will have a financial impact. And the financial impact will sit in the financials modules only, right? So that's why we need to know the process, where from it processes. See, companies expect us to have knowledge on this area. Knowledge, not perfect thing. That is supply chain consultants again. At least the knowledge areas they will have to have the procure to pay process. You buy material from the vendor and you will have to pay to him. Then only the transaction is closed. Same way, we go to the order to cash. Customer makes an order and we raise an invoice to him and he has to make the payment. Then we close the transaction. So this is called procure to pay process. This procure to pay process, what encompasses is, it comes from the purchasing, inventory, payables, and GL. Then this is the order to cash process in any organization. So here we start with the purchasing application, then purchasing, then go to the payables, inventory, we get the material, then we make the payment, payables, then we go to the general ledger. So here also order management, we enter the order entry. Ship the material, inventory module, then receivables, because we have to get money from the customers, general ledger. So this was purchasing and inventory, we need to have the knowledge, because you will match the purchase orders or the goods received note with the amount when you pay. So when you are making the payment, you should be sure that you have made some commitment already. You have raised a purchase order, and now you are making. You want to ensure that this is taking place. So that's why we match the purchase orders with the payables payments. So here also the order management is there. Payable general ledger already part of us. Payable accounts payable and also general ledger is our core. This core, right? Now here also we enter the orders for the customers. We confirm their orders from the inventory applications. We have to ship the material to the customer. So from the inventory it will go. So you need to know when you want to get money from the customers, for what purpose you are raising an invoice and how much he has paid, how much, what are the items sold. That also you must be able to know in the account receivable. The invoice should contain. So like this here we have got these two are already there in the general ledger financials, account receivable also there in the finance. These two things also we will take you through the sessions, how they are interrelated with how they are connected, integrated with the purchase to procure to pay process and also the order to cash process. So apart from these modules, finances you are learning, you will learn something 25% of the purchasing, 25% of the inventory also you will learn it, because you have to know something about it. But when the order to cash process is there, from the time you enter order of the customer till the time the customer makes payment back to you, you close the order. So then this process also is important for the companies, though I expect us to have this knowledge. If we have knowledge advantage, not necessarily that a financial consultant should learn all these things. But if we learn it, then it is good always for you. So this is what the course will run here. What are the course we teach will go for 90 hours duration. 90 hours teaching. Minimum is 90 hours. Depending upon your patient, it may go to 100, 120 hours. 90 hours. We can take special class also if anybody wants a special topic on that understanding. So that means around 90 days. Daily 1 hour class, but holidays will come there. I may go 2, 3 days, I may not come online. And you may also, most of the people, suppose 10 people join the course, maybe 2 people came. Then no point in taking class for only 2, leaving all the 8 people. Such considerations. At least minimum people should be there. So 90 days you can utilize. And you need to practice requires is 1.5 hours. Hours practice every day. Hours practice a minimum. Is minimum every day. So this is about you. From your side. Our side is cost, duration. 90 days it will take. You need to practice a minimum of 1.5 hours to 3 hours. The more you practice, it's fine. I'm not saying that only 1.5 hours. You can practice even 3 hours also. No problem for that. From our side, what we teach to the students is we right from the navigation setups. All the setups will be taught. Setups for financials module and transactions. What transactions are done by the client. So these transactions also will explain it. All the setups for financial and transactions. All the setups and transactions for financials modules. Financial applications. So process of procure to pay. and order to cash. No setups are there, order to cash like that. So we explain the accounting entries for each variant. We explain the accounting entries. Then we also will provide you the notes. You don't need to take down notes when you are in the class. I know that your attention should not be deviated by taking down some points, because when the flow is going, I may explain a crucial point. You may have missed it out. So that's why I don't want you to attend to be. I want you to be attentive. What all I'm telling to you, what are the points I'm explaining to you, every point will be given to you in the notes itself. Notes itself, we can give you that, so that you can go through the videos. Videos will be provided. Class videos will be provided. Videos are provided in the Google Drive. You can go to the Google Drive. You will be given the access, so you can download the videos also. You can download. That's what you will have. Any questions from your side, please? I'm only talking. You're not interrupting me in between. Yeah. Any questions or any doubts you have here? Or you want to know some more information? Hello. Hello, Niveda. Are you there?
Hello.
Madam. Do you have any
Ah, sir.
questions, or you want to know something? Information, any about
Most
thing you
of
want to hear?
the things you said about the cloud, I'm
Yeah.
working in cloud only.
Okay.
But we are using software Tally ERP.
Yeah.
Mm. This is very useful for me. What I had
Okay.
today I heard.
Yeah. I don't say Tally is not a good application. I never said that. I don't say also. But it is a usage, limited usage only it can have it. You cannot
Yeah.
connect it to the global wide. You cannot connect it. Whereas if you have got an ERP server, all the operations can be recorded into one single server. So multiple
Yeah.
companies, multiple enterprises can use that application. So when you're putting the information of multiple companies into one server, how it is how it is possible for us to segregate the information again? Because we need to prepare financial statements for each company, a legal entity, separately. So how it is
Okay.
possible? Those steps, mechanisms are already created in the software that we will see in the next session. Where I can explain to you why only one
Okay.
server is used, how we can get the information from various applications of different companies. You have to prepare trial balance for each company. 10 companies may use
Uh,
the same software and put into the system. So then while getting the report trial balance, you will have to ask the company for which you want trial balance. System gives you trial balance only for that.
okay.
So then you can balance sheet, you will have to prepare, right? From the trial balance, you prepare the balance sheet. We also can have
Yeah.
the customized balance sheet in the system. System will pick automatically all the expenses will be posted into the debit side of the profit and loss account and revenues on the credit side. Then we can also prepare balance sheet and also the profit and loss account also can be prepared by the system automatically. Give by yeah, as per the code we write it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay, sir. So this section till how many minutes it will continue, sir?
No, this is over now. For this session, it is
Over.
over now.
Okay. Okay.
Over.
Okay.
This
Okay.
demo is there. Because in
Okay.
one day, we cannot teach everything about the demo, right? Demo, basically what we said, what is the application, how it works.
Yeah.
So like that, I will explain to you. Normally classes are there from 1 to 1.5 hours time, depending upon your time, depending upon
Okay.
our planning.
Okay. Now I have to start.
Madam, how to
Hello?
start? Yeah, how to
No, no,
start?
no, 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 sir. No, no, no. Now I have to get ready for my
Sure,
office.
sure,
I
sure.
have to go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes, yes, it's
Yeah.
completed now. You can say switch off and you can move, madam. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you for attending the demo.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. Take care. Yeah. Other people, anybody, please? Okay, we'll close the session here. Thank you. Thank you for coming this.